In the series today, we're going to go over one of the most performance BMWs that they have, and BMW of Wesley Chapel has given us 2023 BMW M5 Competition in your Marina Bay Blue Metallic over Silverstone full leather. And with that competition package, I'm going to explain exactly what you get in full detail, not only horsepower and torque. Competitors like Mercedes, Porsche, Maserati, Audi, to show you what a BMW M5 competition is. I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm going to go over all the specs and details, starting now. The BMW M5 competition has an aggressive stance in the front. Gloss black is going to complement that Marina Bay Blue Metallic. LED headlamps and daytime runnings. This is full adaptive lighting with the gloss black that's going to be on the lower air curtain and on the center. The kidney grille is going to be a little bit more sleek with your M50 year badging. A weight distribution at 54.4, 45.6, which is still going to be the best in class comparing to Maserati, Porsche, Audi, Mercedes. The competition package increases your horsepower to 617 off of the 600 standard horsepower, also including M Sport exhaust, 20-inch M wheels, M shadow lights, M seat belts, extended shadow trim, adaptive M suspension with electronically controlled dampers, lightweight carbon fiber reinforcement plastic roof, lower center of gravity with MX drive all-wheel drive that you can configure to rear wheel drive, dynamic stability control including brake reinforcement compensation, active M differential, 20-inch multi-spoke gloss black alloy wheels, the disc reading at 15.6 and the rear at 15 inches. This is M composite brakes, 6 pistons houses in the front, a length at 196.4 with a wheelbase at 117.4. M competition badging comes onto the side, and this is going to be a more aggressive stance on the lower sills, adding to the aerodynamics with your M spec side view mirrors, and you got the M gills on the rear exit with your LED tail lamps, the gloss black on the top for your spoiler, quad exhaust outlets with your diffuser, so the rear exit keeps all the business where it needs to be. Power trunk lid going inside to nearly 18 cubic feet of storage with a 12 volt right here, storage on both sides with a little storage bin. The rear bench can split fold in the back at a 40-20-40 split, increasing the cargo to the sedan. Twin turbo V8, we have to go inside, start it up so you can hear that active exhaust note. That active exhaust note is insane what you're getting, and it's really a bargain deal. Now, obviously, it's at the best weight distribution. That would go to the 530, but BMW backs the performance with a 4.4 liter BMW M twin power turbo V8, producing 617 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, achieving 15 to 21 mpgs with the 0 to 60 at 3.2 seconds, a quarter mile at 10.9 seconds. Top speed can reach up to 190 miles per hour. And what do these numbers entail? This is going to be almost the fastest variant. It will beat the Quattroporte Trofeo. That's over $150,000 MSRP. This will compete with a Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo, which is over $200,000 MSRP, and it just barely beats this 0 to 60. Quarter miles will be right at the same as the Mercedes AMG E63, and that one itself is around $5,000 to $10,000 more. 0 to 60 is almost at the same speed, so what you're getting in a package is a daily driver and a track-driven madhouse, because it's going against cars that are $50,000 to near $100,000 more MSRP. Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2023 BMW M5 sedan competition. As we go inside, go over to the tech, and take this for our drive. The BMW M5 competition has so much amenities when you get it. We're gonna start off with 40.7 inches of headroom, 41.4 inches of legroom, soft closed doors, 20-way power seat adjustments, heated, ventilated, massage with the M5 that illuminates. Aluminum carbon trim with the gloss black that's going to surround the lower. You get the contrast stitching, heads-up display, 12.3 infotainment with gesture, pinch, and swipe. Click the home button so you can see we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming Bluetooth audio. Hey BMW, GPS me fast food near my location.
I have found these 31 subcategories for food and drink. Which one should I pick?
Coffee shops.
I'm loading the list. What is the number of the entry that I should pick?
Cancel.
All right.
Your natural voice recognition. Click into your car icon, and this is where the fun lightens up with your M menu. You can configure M1 and M2. This is the paddle shifters that are located on the steering wheel. That's multi-function. And you got your paddle shifters behind it for your 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. It's a heated M-Spec leather-wrapped steering wheel. Going back to it, when you configure this, you can make it as sport-derived as you like. And the nice thing is each one can be tailored. So if you don't want the steering to be sport, you could put that as comfort. The same thing with your DSC. Put it into reverse. We have a 360-degree reverse camera with full trajectory, automatic parking, backup assist. Because we have the gesture, when you click onto here for your 3D mode, or you can just simply click onto the icons to see all around the vehicle. Click back in and you have your car wash, which shows the trajectory in the front to make it easy so you don't curb your upgraded M wheels. Working down with your dual climate control settings, heated ventilated seat switches. Open up this, you got a wireless charging pad, a USB, a 12 volt in between your cup holders, the M gear knob with the red all around it, and for your driver mode select. The carbon fiber aluminum inlays comes around your iDrive. It's going to be more sport derived for your elbows. Open up inside to a USB and a smaller storage pocket. The gauge cluster gets a full digital reader, 12.3 inches, and you can change this to make it look more aggressive whenever you put it into sport mode. The door panel starts with your Bauer & Wilkins upgraded sound system and that aluminum carbon fiber inlays with the satin aluminum and the gloss black. It's going to be a little bit more soft for your elbows here, one touch up and down for your windows, memory for both the driver and passenger, and a large storage pocket. For the back seat, headroom is absolutely no issues. Legroom at 36.5 inches. Air vents in the center and on the side pillar. Alcantara headliner. The door panel gets your sunshades that are manual for both sides. You get the aluminum carbon fiber inlays with the ambient lighting, soft for your elbows, one touch up and down for your windows. The Bauer & Wilkins comes into the back with a large storage pocket. Sitting into the center, headroom is still no issue. Leg space is kind of grazed in the back of the front seats. I mean, 36.5 inches is not too bad. Or is it completely flat? So I will be sharing butt, feet, and shoulder space with the occupants next to me. Dual climate control settings, heated rear seats, 2 USB ports, and a 12-volt storage behind both of the front seats. 617 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque, twin-turbo V8. We have it in sport. Here we go. And the brakes. It's insane the performance you get. It's crazy because you can compare this against a Maserati Quattroporte Trofeo. That's 150 grand MSRP. This is at 130-ish with every feature, soft closed doors and all. Obviously, the weight distribution isn't the best. However, it's a longer vehicle too, but you still have so much power underneath the hood. And look, just it really is instant power. And because we have 6-piston brakes in the front, you don't have to worry too much about your performance. Put it back for your daily use. You can just turn that active exhaust note off, put it into comfort. Very easy and seamless. Visibility is great in the front. The A-pillars are very performance driven, and the whole setup of this is, you can compare this all the way up to a Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo that has 690 horsepower, $200,000 MSRP, and your 0 to 60 is just maybe a tenth or two quicker, and that's just insane. If you go to the Audi RS7, the same thing. You're gonna have 591 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, $120,000+ MSRP, and this is gonna be faster in the 0 to 60 and the quarter mile. It's just a total package that you're getting. As a daily driver, is it comfortable? The suspension is gonna be a little bit more stiff. However, because of the seats that we don't have the carbon fiber seats to make it even more lightweight. This is your everyday drive. So you get your heated, ventilated, and massage with this. If you do the carbon fiber, you will not get that. As for the back seat occupants, it has plenty of space for the performance numbers that project out of it. Anything that has 617 horsepower, you start disqualifying MPGs and worrying about cargo capacity, because you're probably going to use this on the weekend. Maybe you use it as a daily. I personally would. And here we go. I guess the major disadvantage with so much power is you can only go so fast on a normal road, but because we have some dynamics, you're going to see for maneuverability, not an issue. Because this is an M5, people are just going to cut in front of you, and you're going to expect that. Now, there is some things I like and dislike, and that's what we're going to touch bases on right now. The first thing that I like is the fact that this is around $70,000 to $100,000 of a bargain, MSRP to MSRP, comparing it to any type of rival that you would want to say in the comments. And yes, you can escalate this all the way up to those price points. The second thing that I like about it is you have the best cargo capacity, unless you go to the RS7 Sportback, and that is a hatchback. So obviously you're going to have a little bit more cargo capacity, but you still have sufficient space in this with this kind of power. And it's a daily use car, so it's ticking the box on all perimeters. The last thing that I like about it is this is the most fun to drive vehicle, because you're not really going crazy if you get it base spec. Once you start speccing it out, it's around 130, yes. However, some of the things I would add, I mean, the competition package is going to add that extra horsepower. It's around $7,000, $8,000. You also get the Shadowline trim, Shadowline lights. You get a lot of value in that package. The first thing that I dislike has to be that they are manual sunshades on the side windows for the rear, because when I'm comparing it against Porsche, Maserati, any of the variants, Audi, Mercedes, you start getting power adjustments for this. The second thing that I dislike is this new panel for your setup and your M modes. Before, it was multiple button setup, in which it's a little bit more fun and playful. Here, now they've kind of brushed it off, and then they put on the lower your active exhaust note. So they still have the active exhaust note button, it's just they've lowered the buttons to give a little bit more of a minimalistic look. However, it's a one panel instead of two buttons. The last thing that I dislike is it's not a perfect 50-50 weight distribution. When you get into the X4M competition, it is. You have to go to a 530i, which is the least expensive 5 Series. This is the most expensive. I would have liked to see more dynamics in this for the weight distribution. Turn radius at more or less a stop point, about 2 lanes. Let's rock and roll. Even though it's not a perfect 50-50 weight distribution, you can still handle what you need to on your daily and take it on the track afterwards. If you want to quiet it up, do so right on the fly. That way you don't have to worry about getting a speeding ticket, because that's how fast this thing is. I'd like to thank BMW of Wesley Chapel for giving us this 2023 BMW M5 competition for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the next video and the subscribe button. Check out the merchandise details and Instagram and everything we do here at Hawkeye Rides.